Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. The NBA playoffs tip off with round one in the West. It'll be the Denver Nuggets facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. Enjoy the first half.
The playoff battle in the West starts off. With a bang right here, game one. The NBA playoffs are officially underway, and here are the starters for tonight. First, for the Nuggets, and it's Portland, and it's Millsap with the force button. And then for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, I think they're going to win this game, Kevin. I think they might win it big. This is a team that really plays well on its home floor. And if they can dominate and control the action today, it really sets the tone for this series.
Let's hear that coming from you, Steve. I mean, that is really a confident statement. I mean, they're opening the series at home. They deserve it, but I'm not with you there in terms of this being a runaway. I think it'll be a lot snugger than you think.
Well, we'll see.
Bear gets a screen from Hart. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Here's Murray. Pass to Porter. There's the pick. Here's Murray. Mavericks with the rebound. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too, I mean, with the way they just kept coming at them and coming at them, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
Here's Jokic. Now here's Hardaway. One-on-one fast break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, the big thing is he's one of the top playmakers in the league. So he's got great court vision, accurate passing. He understands his teammates and their strengths and weaknesses. So always creating good shot opportunities for his club.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
He hits both from the stripe. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to short this one so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg. We'll had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
I asked him about what his goals were coming into this game one, and he said win at all costs. If we can't come out strong here, then everything we've worked for to get home court advantage at this point goes out the window. They don't want to see that, gentlemen.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Porter passes to Murray. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. On defense, the Nuggets. Covered by Murray. Here's the feed to Hardaway. There's the pick. Up off the screen. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris has checked in. Way to hit it. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Goes off the screen. There's the pass to Murray. A finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 6.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams were the toughest on opposing ball handlers in the regular year. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Kevin, time and time again, this team has proved during the regular season that they were a force to be reckoned with at the defensive end of the floor. Active, always in the stands, always applying pressure.
You know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Now Milson. Pocket 6. Pass to Porter. Shot is blocked. Blocked again. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Screen coming. Back to Hardaway. Jumper off the screen. Dallas not good that time either.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blocks the open jumper.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good for Murray. Grant, he's checked in for Denver. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Mavericks trailer.
Kick it out!
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Doncic. That's good. He has 6.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Nuggets have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. This is it to Morris. Gets it to Porter. Baseline Jay out of the way. Offensive rebound. Passes to Grant. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it. I'm back.
Tries to send it. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. High to the 50% mark. He was all alone on that one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Doncic. Hardaway is screen on Grant. Here's Doncic.
Oh, and then look at their shot selection. Everything is from outside.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's Morris. The weak pass. That's point.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And that one's good. Burke. Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Morris passes to Murray. Screen by Grant. Murray, no good.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
By Colbert. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Tarzanez. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
I got him!
Jokic, defended by Burke. He kicks it to Porter. Takes the lead pass. Gets it to go.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Here's Colbert. The shot is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Jokic. Dunked by Grant.
Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sensed just where that rebound was going and it becomes an easy 2 for them.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off the offensive putbacks.
That's good. 10 points for him.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
1:36 left to play. Good.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Doncic, defended by Morris. Having a good quarter. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's a nice one-handed slam. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Porter with the steal. 3 on 3. Denver passing it around. Here's follow-up champ. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Here's the screen. Back Hardaway. But they recover it. Here's Burke. Blocked. And here is Morris. The teardrop falls in. And now it's a 9-point Denver lead.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. Falling down. Very sweet and colorful, too.
With 1 on the clock. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Denver on top. They lead by 9. And
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Miami Heat go up against the Toronto Raptors. Basketball. Don't miss it. Wednesday night.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And when you consider how Denver is doing, Steve and Clark, what are your thoughts?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys. I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And there's the pass to Craig. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
For 3, Smith. Blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. He dishes it to Harris. He passes to Craig. Back to Harris. Feeds it to Barton. Pass to Harris. Fires the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Berea. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
White is checked in for Dallas. And so he hits both. The Nuggets leading by 9. Harris kicks to Barton. Right with the double team. Now the dish to Plumlee. It's stolen by Smith. It's 3 on 3 on the fast break. He feeds it to Wright. Lets the 3 fly. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting at 52% from the field. They're cooking. Ball, the pass to Harris. Ball's not loose. High, RP shot. That's good. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Correa with it to the inside.
Oh, that's mine.
And it's Harris off the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
There you
Well,
go.
you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Harris. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Correa off the pick from Powell. Correa dishes to right. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Number 51. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity. Clark to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now let's take a look back at which teams led the NBA in scoring during the regular year. In third, the Mavericks.
I tell you what, Kevin, they've got to be really pleased with their performance in the regular season in terms of point production. I mean, they found scoring opportunities and made the most of them as a team. The work they've been doing in the offseason has clearly paid off. That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Noah's checked in. Screen by Smith. Here's Hardaway. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Into Noah. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from that dunk.
Nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, he got that right.
Millsap with the steal. Pass to Craig. The feed to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Rejected by Powell. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. 12 points for him. Denver leading by 12. Ball to the basket and Millsap. Smith with the defensive effort.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite find his way through traffic.
Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Barton. Here's Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Denver's gone 1-2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. Barton passes the ball. That's good. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Porzingis, no good. Great defense that time from Noah. Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Passes it to Murray. Kicks kicks it to Barton. This is denied. The shot is off. Mavericks trailed by 12. Here's Doncic. That's good. He's got 16.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
He kicks to Barton. Millsap up top. There's the three. Again, slams it home for the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
What a great little run he's on here in the quarter.
Outside for Jackson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Down low. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
They set up a screen on Hardaway. Here's Murray. Corners off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 12. Here's Doncic. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 18.
Now the shots are starting to fall a little bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they say it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive in golf. Well, a shaky start can be overcome because now they're starting to heat up.
Denver making a switch here. .102 left to play in the first half. The turnaround jumper. Here's Millsap, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Millsap's got his first basket of the night. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Nice D from Craig. Denver leading by 12.
Get the perimeter!
To the middle. Here's Brown. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
So, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter. Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Off the inbound pass. And he goes in for the dunk.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Here's White. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Both good from the line that time. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Now the pass to Murray. Gets it off. And we finished one half of basketball. Nuggets lead by 12.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Round 1.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Mavericks trailed by 12. They set the pick. Here's Doncic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's quickly look at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Denver leading by 11. And the miss-up. Rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Inside. Gets it to go.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Knocked loose. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Murray. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. 11 points in the game.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Three-pointer right. It's rebounded by Murray. The Nugget shooting has been just great so far. 56%. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. He's made one and missed one so far in the game. That free throw good for Murray. Both free throws good for Murray. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's the screen to the inside and stolen by Murray. Here's Porter.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, just too many easy buckets, you know, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside. And they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And that one's good. 21 points in the game.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And that's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
They set the pick. He dishes it to Claver. And another basket for Dallas.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Pass to Craig. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Passes it to Murray. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. A 15-footer. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Hardaway with it. Switch. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hardaway has got 9 points.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that J.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first free throw is good. And the Nuggets making a change here. Good on both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now Murray. He's got 15. Feeds to Harris. Another miss.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
And he takes it down.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Here's Doncic. Nice D for Murray.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Misses off the right iron. Mavericks trailed by 11. Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Hardaway for three. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Barea kicks it and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Denver leading by 9. The pass to Craig. The dish to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Harris has got 7 points.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
He feeds it to Claver. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Now, here is Morris. Guarded by Wright.
I'm open right here.
Morris with the bucket. He's got 7.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top. Right side. The drive by Lee. Smith outside. Right outside. 6 on the shot clock. He set the screen. Rejected by Harris. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Let's look back in the regular season for a moment and bring up a list of the best three-point shooting small forwards in basketball. And the Nuggets making a change here. Mavericks trailed by 13.
Go. Right there. Come get it.
Screen by Smith.
Pick coming.
Right, left side. And there's the feed to Claver.
I got your help.
Number 54. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Hey, look at yours.
Craig covered by Smith. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Murray, good.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
I got him.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Back to Smith. Lots of room. Off the back iron and out.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because he just can't find the rim.
Porter, no luck.
Gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
And he's right, sending it back. Pushing it up. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Dallas, no good that time either. Denver leading by 13. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's a good screen. Smith on the wing. It's all in by the Nuggets. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down double digits it. Western Conference. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Nuggets shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Craig from downtown. Shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. There's a screen. Pass to Hardaway.
Hey, right there, right there. Push it.
Right side Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Powell. It's the three-point foul.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
Denver leading by 10. Pass to Craig. He passes to Porter. Tries it from the top of the key. By Smith.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Mark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second. Mavericks trailed by 11. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Craig. Inside Hardaway. Here's Lazarus.
Oh, man!
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Back to Grant. The pass to Craig. Here's the three. And it's blocked by Wright. Kicks to Porter. This one for three. And it's good. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
He kicks it to Clavert.
Pick on me.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Down low. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And that one misses. The Nuggets leading by 11.
Come on!
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. He dishes it to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Reverses. And it's good on the way in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Rejected by Craig. And just about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Mavericks trailed by 13. Now here's Hardaway.
That's his fourth foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot. Let's look at some numbers in this one for Hardaway. He has 9 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Here's Murray. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 19 points in the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's blocked by Craig. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets leading by 13. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. To the middle. LeVert. Pass to Craig. And he can't bank that one in.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Here's Doncic. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 27 points for him.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Get through that.
Feeds it to Grant. Soft touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close. Time after time, Steve.
The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Passes it to Craig. And there's another one for the Nuggets. And the Mavericks call time here.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the arm.
To the inside. Here's Ryan. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. Free throw drops for Wright. The Nuggets leading by 12. Pass to Craig. Grant inside. Wright outside. There's the dish to Hardaway.
Yo, kick it out.
The kick out to Wright. Pulls up, and it's blocked by Craig. Gives him a lead pass. Grant goes up and does it nice and easy.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though. Guys, we got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
There's that for an answer. Right back with the dunk.
They got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark.
And Grant no good on that one. Mavericks trailed by 14. .133 left in the game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Denver leading by 12. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. 4:20 left to play here in the fourth. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'll be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter. It's intercepted. White dishes to Claver. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break.
That was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays clutch just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end. Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Here's Hardaway.
Don't let him get a rebound.
That one wide left.
Oh, easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Denver. And he makes both free throws. Here's Powell.
Hey, right here.
Here's Burke. He blocked. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Welcome to 2K Sports, and we've got basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. The first round of the Western Conference playoffs continue. It'll be the Denver Nuggets facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. On tap, next.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Hart. By my side, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. It's the Denver Nuggets facing the Dallas Mavericks. Now, chance to check out our starting lineups. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Paul Millsap.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is he knows who he is. I mean, he's an energy guy. Plays with a physicality about him, just toughness and grit. And he knows that's his ticket to playing time on the floor. And he does his best every single night.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. We've certainly seen him drain a bunch of those.
You look at that. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And Kevin, this virtually becomes a must-win situation because of that loss in game one. It happens so rarely that a team loses the first 2 games at home and ends up winning a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be stumbling if this one gets away from them, no doubt. Having to hit the road knowing they need to win 2 games in hostile territory. But if they right the ship here today, I think it'll be anybody's series.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the made shot from Murray. From outside, Millsap with the rebound.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there. Challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, so he gets them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were so composed in that game 1 upset, and he's looking for more of the same today. He said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but if we could ever go home 2-0, we would be extremely tough to beat. No doubt about that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. He feeds it to right from outside the arc. Here's Porzingis. Good.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Dallas making a switch here. Smith has checked in. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. He kicks it to Hardaway. The high post shot blocked. Now the pass to Murray. It's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. While we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best rebounding teams in the regular season. Second, the Mavericks.
What a tremendous regular season for them on the board. I mean, they never seemed to fade during long games and kept grabbing rebounds until the final whistle. They played 48 minutes of basketball, and they'll expect to do the same thing here in the postseason.
Here's Porzingis. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Dallas on defense. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it. Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Pass it to Craig. Rebounded by Hardaway. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
To the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the basket.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And the basket good.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Millsap a screen. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and it's the turnaround jumper.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing that once he got inside the lane.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. For Dallas, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Grant is checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 5.
Get through.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Lock at 6. Porter passes to Craig. They need this. And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Mavericks leading by 3. They set the screen. Here's Burke. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. They're down with it on 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. The pass to Craig. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
Here's Murray beyond the arc. And that one's good. He has 7.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Smith gets the pick for Burke. And it's blocked. They retain possession. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Nuggets trail. Craig covered by Lee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. This is it to Murray. This is the Porter. Next to Murray.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Pick coming.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Murray. Here's Grant. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. Hustle play on the putback by him.
Kicks it to Lee. Stole it. And here's Porter. The pass to Murray. The feed to Porter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Smith drives in. Dish now to Burke. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Here's a look at the top 3-point shooters in the league during the regular season. Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. .131 left here in the first quarter. And stolen by Burke. Gives him the lead pass. That's good.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity.
Now here is Harris. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
You see the early fouls here? They're having an impact so far.
Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. They set the pick. He dishes it to Burke. This one for 3.
Good boy.
And it's Denver with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that low consistently.
And pushing it up, here's Denver.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The Nuggets have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. All free throws good from Barton. Mavericks trailed by 4. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Doncic. The shot goes off. Some solid defense from Plumlee. Harris kicks to Morris. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Good on the 3. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harris. Time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks go on the road to battle the Brooklyn Nets.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nuggets.
They're making a concerted effort to get to the free throw line in the first half, guys. They're cashing in.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him. You know, Kevin, he outweighs his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
Dallas shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. The Nuggets shooting the ball 42%. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Will Barton. And it's now Harris misses. The Mavericks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Screen by Smith. They go in with Noah. Into Smith. Number 51. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
The guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
That's become one of the stories of the first half. Just piling up points in the game.
Plumlee laces the button. It's blocked. Doncic defended by Morris. It looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris from Milson. Morris kicks the ball. Off the run. Got a piece of it. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence and some self-assurance there. I like what we're seeing.
Kevin, just enough pressure to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance here for the Mavericks?
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. That's the second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris kicks to Harris. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Oh, that's hit. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Mavericks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw good from all the way. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Nuggets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Martin passes to Morris. From deep. And finished off by Noah.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Come get it, come get it. Big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Right outside. There's the pick. Here's Doncic. Shot clock at 6. But they recover it. Goes back up. Porzingis gets it to go.
That's all day.
He's got 7.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. You know, things have gotten stagnant for them, and they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back-to-back shots, and all of a sudden you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams were the toughest on opposing ball handlers in the regular year. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Kevin, time and time again, this team has proved during the regular season that they were a force to be reckoned with at the defensive end of the floor. Active, always in the stands, always applying pressure.
Martin dishes to Morris. Feeds to Barton. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 5. Takes a 3. And the shot is good. He's got 18.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Barton. The 3. And the shot is good. Barton's got 5 points so far.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And the Mavericks call time here. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Doncic, defended by Morris. Here's Doncic. Gets it to go. He's got 20.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
The defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Shoots off the screen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris kicks to Barton. Jukic, defended by Claver. And the Nuggets making a change here. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. 6 to shoot. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 9.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Hey, who's watching him? Step out.
He feeds it to right. Pulls up.
Shot. That's a great
Offensive rebound. Here's Tarzangas. Great tee that time from Murray.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 22 points for him.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And again, it's Denver.
I think he just wants to show us that he's got the whole package. The leaner, definitely part of his arsenal.
What's the screen?
Here's Doncic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Craig. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
And the Nuggets making a change here. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. The shot by Lee. Money from the wing. Lee's got his second bucket of the night. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Grant the pass to Craig. Good on the shot.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint.
Here's Tarzangas. There's the bucket. Good. 9 points in the game so far.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Here's Jokic. That's the Craig. Murray. Come shot is good that time.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Here's Tarzangas. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Murray. 13 points in the game. That's good. Porter's got 6. Dallas has gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Can't get it to go. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Lee outside. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tarzangas. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Jokic. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. He has 6.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's Lee outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Dishes it to Hardaway. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
So on the floor for Denver. Paul Millsap out there at point. And it's Craig in the 2-guard spot. Here's Murray. Right outside. It's the lead pass. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And let's quickly look at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. The Nuggets trail by 4. Jokic, guarded by Wright. Pass to Craig. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Nuggets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And that one's good.
You've got to box out on the free throws. Put a body on somebody. The little things can make a big difference.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Three-pointer right. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The pass to Craig. For the lead. And it's rebounded by Dallas. Claver's got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's a good screen. He comes off the screen and slams it through.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. To the inside. Claver with the bucket. Claver's got his first points in this one.
And he was 1 step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
There's the screen. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Right side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From outside.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Denver making a switch here. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Number 51, defended by Plumlee. Number 51, no good. And Denver the other way now. There's the screen. Kicks it to Burke. With the lead pass. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Craig. That's blocked. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Denver making a switch here. Here's Murray. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. He's got 15.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Plumlee with the rebound.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. Right in his face. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And stolen by Murray. And here's the break. He passes the ball for the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's Clay. Caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
The feed now to Burke. Knocks down the 3-ball. Burke's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Ball guarded by Jackson. From 18 feet away. Denver gets the ball. Grant dishes to Plumlee. That is good.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Dallas calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Murray.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Nuggets making a change here. With this break in the action, let's show you the NBA's toughest interior defenses in the regular season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
You know, they've been dominant thanks to their length and strength and concentration on blocking shots. They knocked a few balls practically out of the arena this season and hope to do the same here in the postseason.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
For Dallas, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Denver making a switch here. He's off on the second. Denver in the lead. 5-on-3 break. Here's Ball. And he overshot that one, missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. There's the 3. They get another chance.
Don't get picked.
To the paint. It's tipped. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Screen by Smith. Now the dish to Jackson. Smith with a screen on point. Jackson kicks to Lee. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. .157 left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Murray. The shot is off, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Doncic. Rejected by Murray. And even 3-on-3 break. Leads him in there. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Grant, he's checked in for Denver. .125 left in the third quarter. And up it goes, jamming that one home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yeah, you got that. He's such a reliable finisher.
Dallas again missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. He hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's a minute left in the third. He dishes it to Porter.
Hey!
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a one-point game. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Burke, the pass to Clavel. There's the screen. Feeds it to Burke. Bucket 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
There's the triple. Plumlee with it. Hands the shot from the wing. Plumlee's got 4 this quarter. As we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets.
Western Conference, Round 1. The Los Angeles Lakers go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder this Wednesday, 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
And we're back to the action here in this Round 1 matchup. The Nuggets leading by 3. Screen by Grant. And he takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
No, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And for Denver, Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. Grant up top. Pass to Craig. He feeds it to Porter. 6 to shoot. And he converts the layup. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Park. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And the Nuggets making a change here. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Poke loose. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Drops down the breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Gotcha. He's covered by Murray. Right outside.
Get it.
Off target with his 3. Nuggets shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Now Murray. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
There's a screen. Here's Gotcha. Irons that one in.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
There's the pass to Craig. There's Jokic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Smith checked in for Dallas. He lobs up the alley. And the dunk by Grant.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Shoots from 12. 15 that time for Murray. The Nuggets leading by 9. Good ball by the Nuggets.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Go, go, low, go, low.
Covered by Smith. Inside. Here's Porter. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trailed by 14. Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And stolen by Murray. Here's the break. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Wright. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Grant. He hits the second from the line. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Down low, here's Craig, and there's the rejection. But he stays with it. Passes it to Murray. Here's Millsap. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Can't connect from short range. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Well, yeah, there's not much margin at all, Clark. I mean, they can't afford to waste any more possessions. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys. Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Here's Murray. Pass to Craig. Wide open look. And the jumper is good. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Drills it from outside. And he has 28 points for the game.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And there's the pass to Craig. Here's Murray. To the middle. Jokic, defended by Claver. Nice D from Claver.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebound.
The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. That is surprising, Clark. It's difficult to be in a game when you can't rebound.
But, Kevin, they're still in it. They still are in it. I can't believe that they've had so much trouble with the boards. We'll see if they can hang in there a little longer.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets leading by 10.
Screen.
Pass to Millsap. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And that one falls for Millsap. Dallas calls timeout.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
There's Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Denver passing it around. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Clavera kicks to Hardaway. From the arc. Rejected by Craig. Dishes it to Millsap. Sending it back. And here we go. Here's Tarzan. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're leading by 11. 1:56 left in the 4th. .156 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Stay there.
He kicks it to Clavera. He gets it to Paul. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
No good there off the double clutch.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
It's Millsap with the drive. Second shot opportunity. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
This will be a big response from this crowd. And it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
First free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
The Mavericks are gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Here's Clavera, guarded by Porter. Hardaway from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Porter. The stupendous finish in traffic. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And the crowd here, of course, not happy about the action. But you know what? We saw a team tonight that came in prepared to do battle on the road, and they clearly wanted the win.
You know, they were determined to steal this game, and they showed it, Steve. Played harder and got the job done.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone. I agree with you.
Fires the 3. That's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
Here's Lee outside. Shot misses.